Hello everyone, I just wanted to share a little short video regarding my experience with the Active Grow light systems and the Spider Farmer. Currently I have the Active Grow Sun White Spectrum 4-foot 8 lamp LED system here. It has a pretty large footprint. I'm not sure if you can get a decent idea, but this is an 8 by 8 foot grow room, so it is a good sized light fixture and has been an excellent performer for me. I started this endeavor in around February. Initially, where you see these pepper plants, I had some really good producing tomato plants, and I will link, or just kind of put a few pictures at the end of this video showing those tomato plants and how well they did. Those have since run their course, and I got rid of those. I have some new tomato plants started over here that have just started getting some tomatoes on. These are little cherries. I don't know if you can see those back there. Whoops, there we go. Anyhow, there's a whole lot of tomato plant here right now with not a lot of fruit yet because it's still a baby. I just got that in about a month ago, if that, and it just really took off. Initially, in this little corner, I had a regular fluorescent light, and so I think it kind of grew a little too quickly trying to get to the light than what my other tomato plants did when I had them in. I started them out underneath this lamp, and they stayed nice and compact. So I think that does have a lot to do with it. But anyhow, so those tomato plants are just starting to get some buds and some fruit on them. These are my jalapenos. I just recently picked several little fruits here. It's been a pretty good producer. There's a lot of little babies on it. I don't know if you can see them, but a lot of buds and new fruits to come. This is still a fairly immature plant, and it's already just producing tons and tons of jalapenos. I have the habanero here that is just getting started as well. Has several buds on it, but the fruits are just starting on that one as well. My sad cucumber plant here, which this has already produced probably, I think I got about 30 good size. These are Piccolino cucumbers. I already got about 30 good size. This one hasn't filled out in the middle yet. But this one produced really, really well. It's just kind of pretty much done. I already have a new one started to replace it. And then another pepper plant. This pepper plant here, this is a Purple Beauty that I like to let the fruits go to red just because I think they taste better. But you can see there's a lot of the purple ones under. Well, it's kind of started to turn green, but anyhow, this is a Purple Beauty that is still putting out buds and fruits, and this I've had since February in here, so just continues to give me some good fruits. But anyhow, I wanted to share my experience in terms of the Active Grow lights. And don't mind my mess there. I still got to get that all kind of clamped up. A year in the making. But anyhow, the Active Grow lamps are an LED lamp, and the Spider Farmer is an LED lamp. But the Spider Farmer or the Active Grow do not use ballasts, whereas the Spider Farmer, here we go, does have a ballast. This is the Spider Farmer SF2000. I initially started with the Spider Farmer when I was doing my research, just like everybody else that's probably doing that right now, to see what is going to be the best option for them. I went with the Spider Farmer, had really good reviews in terms of its lighting and the lighting needs for the plants. But I couldn't use it. I mean, it was just way too hot in this 8 by 8 grow room. I mean, similar to the old CFLs and metal halides, they just are too hot for small growers, and I couldn't use it long enough to determine if it was beneficial or not, and I haven't needed to. I mean, these lamps have been so phenomenal with the production of vegetables that I've been getting. Like I said, I'll show you my tomato plants earlier in the year. And then, like I said, I have some of those going now. Also too, lettuces. Earlier I had a lot of lettuces going, but this little station here, I'm actually going to convert into a lettuce growing area. Lettuces do very well in here as well, which is another reason why I couldn't use the Spider Farmer because of the heat. Lettuces are very heat intolerant. And so I don't need to. I mean, when you're looking at cost comparison, they are about equal in cost. This lamp here footprint is much larger than the Spider Farmer and little to no heat. I mean, it's very comfortable in here. My plants have done very well in this environment. So I'm just trying to save individuals a little bit of time and frustration and money, because my whole reason for doing this, I live in the north, and I buy a lot of organic produce, and it can get quite costly when you're buying that and, wasting it, especially lettuces. I mean, lettuces only last so long, so it's nice to be able to, and that's kind of what got me started on this whole thing to begin with, was I wanted to grow lettuce indoors, and now look at my area here. But anyhow, it just is a huge cost savings when you can grow your own and grow it year round. No matter what our best intentions are, we buy our produce and sometimes it goes to waste. And it's nice to be able just to come and pick what you need fresh when you need it, and not have to worry about where and how long it's been coming from, where it came from. But anyhow, so that's kind of what got me started on all of this. And additionally, earlier in February, I did buy the, I don't know if you can see it here, the Red Bloom Spectrum bulbs as well. But again, I just haven't needed to use them. I mean, the Sun White Spectrum bulbs have been doing exactly what I need them to do. I am going to put the Red Bloom ones in just to see. I mean, I bought them. I might as well, start to use them and see if it does show a difference. But I mean, that's the reason why I haven't put them in yet, because I haven't needed to. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do another video after using those and see if there really truly is some benefit to having those incorporated in here as well. But this has been beyond my expectations, and for the money, when you're spending, $350, $400 for a lamp, why not buy one that is going to do the job and do it well the first time, instead of, wasting your money on something that you can't use. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe in the late winter when it does get colder in here, I might be able to use it. But for my year-round expectations and needs, these Active Grow lamps have been phenomenal. So just wanted to share that with you, save you some money. Also, too, I did want to say I used the Kilowatt Easy to determine voltage, or watts, I'm sorry. And as you can see, I have 4 2-lamp 4-foot fixtures and this 4-foot 8-lamp fixture. And all of those collectively have been running 434 watts. So with my current electrical rate, it's about $3 a week. With just the Spider Farmer by itself, that was 205 watts. So you are really going to be spending a lot more money with that light fixture as well. Plus, because it is ballasted, you might run the risk of, it breaking down a little more readily than these fixtures. So just a lot of things that I took into consideration when ultimately converting my entire grow system to the Active Grow lighting systems. Again, certainly a lot more cost effective than the metal halides and the high pressure sodium bulbs too. I also, when I very first started all of this, and when I used to get seedlings started, over the years, I used just your regular fluorescent bulb, good color ratio and lighting, but again, just not the light the plants need. I mean, these LEDs really do have a lot of light spectrum incorporated into them that are more useful for the plant than just your standard, even good fluorescent light. So, but not a lot of cost difference, I would say, when I did the wattage testing, the fluorescent lamps versus the Active Grow lamps. Even though the fluorescent lamps are ballasted, they still came in about the same in terms of wattage. But again, these are just more customized for the plant growth and fruiting of the plants than just a general fluorescent bulb. So this is my first video. I just wanted to share my experience. Like I said, I spent the money for the Spider Farmer based off of a review I read, and then it was just too hot. I couldn't use it, and went and then found the Active Grow, and it's just been a game changer. And I've really had a lot of good productive fruits, tomatoes, lettuces, peppers, cucumbers, chives, just some of your little herbs and stuff, whatnot. You can really grow a lot of different vegetables under these bulbs because they don't have a lot of heat, and they have the correct lighting spectrums that are necessary for all of the stages of the plant growth. So I've just been really, really pleased with them, and wanted to share my experience so that if you're in the same situation as me and you're just getting started, then you have a better place to start than where I did, and can save yourself some money. Currently, right now, I am starting to get into nutrients for my plants. I do a lot of hydroponics and soilless, so I'm now going to, now that I got my lighting under control, I want to start experimenting with specific nutrient ratios and whatnot. So far, the nutrients I've been using have been doing well, but I think I could do better, and also just, upping my game in terms of really dialing in on all the phases of growth. So there's a lot of things that I'm about to endeavor. So if you are interested, let me know. Just subscribe and like this video, and then that way I can see what interest there is, and also you will get any new videos I have if there is the interest out there. So like I said, this was my first, and I certainly will continue to share this journey with everybody who is interested. Like I said, this is an 8x8 foot grow tent, so not a huge footprint. My old grow tent was 10 by 10, but that so you do need a little bit of room, and or if you just have a room in your house that you could dedicate to putting some good lighting in and using that, it is definitely feasible. I mean, it's feasible, and your cost savings in the long run, based off of wasted produce, wasted energy for other lighting systems and whatnot, is just going to really benefit you in the long run. So that's why I really want to start dialing in on this type of growing. And again, I'd be happy to take you along with me if you want to let me know your interest. Thank you.